Fearmonium is a hand-drawn Metroidvania with a very interesting story. You play as a clown, a manifestation of a phobia or a fear. And the protagonist of this story is Max, a boy who has to deal with a difficult life, but the gameplay as the clown is inside his head. This creates a very creative connection between the real world and the world inside Max's head. Each area in the game has something to do with Max's life or an event he had to deal with. For example, he daydreams about fairy tale characters, and all of a sudden you land in a forest full of fairies and other magical creatures. This is what I really enjoyed about the game. I loved the creativity in the world design and the enemy design as well. The bosses in this game are all based on different phobias of Max or a specific person that makes his life very difficult. It comes as no surprise that Max is dealing with depression, and even his depression is manifested as a character. Same for his sadness or his antidepressants. The story felt very passionate and well thought out. I can imagine this was a very personal game to the developer, and I really appreciate that. I really enjoyed how he created these two separate stories, but both based on the same person. It really reminded me of the Pixar movie Inside Out, but brought to life in a different and more creepier way. Like I said before, you play as a manifestation as a phobia, and you come across many horrible manifestations of Max's daily life or thoughts. Some areas or boss fights can be a bit disturbing, but this kind of game design really sells the contrast between the real world and the world inside Max's head. At one point in the story, Max is too late to catch the bus, so in a hurry he has to take his scooter to arrive on time at school. He barely makes it and complains about today's traffic, like how everyone drove as, so to speak, donkeys. So at one point inside Max's head you are driving on a scooter, trying to dodge donkeys driving cars, and an evil bus that throws children at you. These kind of details are great, and this game is filled to the brim with all these over-the-top connections. The gameplay is very combat based. You have your hammer as a main weapon, and you can use projectiles to get more range, and you also have certain abilities that help you reach new areas or hidden collectibles. There are like stamina based abilities as well, that you can use to do more damage, or have another function. A few of them are needed to progress in the story. I have to say, I was very grateful for the projectiles that let you damage from a distance, because so many enemies are airborne in this game and almost impossible to hit. You get some movement upgrades along the way, but your movement is still limited. Hitting an enemy or boss in mid-air could be a bit frustrating sometimes. Near the end of the game you are a lot stronger than you were in the beginning, but it doesn't make the bosses easier to beat. Some bosses have an enormous health bar and they were a bit tiresome to fight. Their attack patterns were easy to predict, but their health bar didn't seem to go down at all. But besides these minor gripes, this game is great. The world design and the story is so well thought out and personal. I really enjoyed it. I also liked the creepy cartoony look of the game, and many boss designs were awesome. The soundtrack didn't always do it for me, but there are some really fitting and nice songs in there. So in general, Fearmonium is a game full of amazing details, heartfelt moments and over-the-top world and character designs. Give this game some love if you are looking for a fun and creative Metroidvania game.